Hey yo guys, welcome back to the channel. Your boy Kevin does YouTube back with another video, guys, and welcome to Talking Wrestling, what I believe is episode 29. I'm getting mixed up with the numbers, but we're talking wrestling, guys. We're talking some Saturday Night Main Event, we're talking some Monday Night Raw, and we're talking some SmackDown, guys. I'm honestly not gonna do it like last week of speed. Well, I'm not gonna leave, but this is gonna be not a fast episode, but I'm gonna speed run through some things because I just did like a 20-minute plus video, and it freaking cut off at the end and didn't get that many footage. So now my voice is, a little, like, I've been talking for a lot of time, so I need to record still. I was basically talking about Stranger Things. I finally watched the guys, my first time watching the video, my first time talking about it, so about Stranger Things video. Well, that's the one I was trying to record, yeah, the footage, something happened, so now it's all fixed. So hopefully this records, and then I still have to record yet again. I'm talking about Stranger Things, which I watched for the first time, but we'll get into that. I wish I could talk about it now, but we're talking some wrestling in this, so don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, and yeah, guys, let's get to talking wrestling. So yeah, let's speed run to SmackDown. So basically, SmackDown, contract signed between Cody and Drew. I like the part where it says, winners used to end up last, then I showed up, I think, or losers ended up being last, and then I showed up, something like that. But it was a cold bar, and then saying Drew got fired, like he grew some balls, that Cody grew some balls and ended up leaving, and Drew got his ass fired, and just Drew McIntyre sends Cody Rhodes to the table. And yeah, Ilya Dragunov versus Nathan Frazier was the open challenge match, and it was a freaking banger. Ilya Dragunov putting on bangers. I'm liking that this whole open challenge continuing. Some more MFT stuff with Solo. I mean, the MFTs destroying, well, not destroying, but like being Motor City Machine Guns. What else happened? Then Rey Fenix and Shinsuke end up making the save, and they just got their asses whooped too. So yeah, what else? Just speed running to SmackDown. Nothing really happened. It was just all leading up to, like, the whole Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton was just all leading to the Saturday Night Main Event, which we're gonna get into now. But what else happened in SmackDown? Just don't want to forget anything. Yeah, nothing really happened that's important, I guess. We also had Tiffany and Jade Cargill segment when, like, just basically, I'm gonna whoop your ass tomorrow. That's it. Like, just get Jade heel. It's gonna be Taffy time. Taffy time is over. That's crazy, but hey, that's fine. Mistakes happen. Taffy time is, trust me, there's a lot more mistakes said in TV, national TV, than Taffy time. Anyone remember Miz butchering the phone number or the WWE Network? Go back and watch that, because that was like, it was like, what? But anyways, love the Miz though. And yeah, talking about the Miz, he took out Carmelo Hayes. But what else happened? I feel like there's something else I'm missing. What was the Ilya Dragunov Frazier? There was some arguing behind. Tama Tonga might be like next for the Ilya Dragunov challenge, or Tommaso Ciampa. One of them is gonna be next probably, and those are probably gonna be bangers as well. But yeah, I think that's SmackDown for now. If I missed something, my bad. I know I missed something. You know what? Let me get my notebook. I forgot I wrote something. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Yeet. Alright, guys, we're back. Didn't take that long, I don't think. But yeah, I forgot. Bliss versus Nia Jax. Bliss ended up taking the roll-up win after Charlotte Flair got in the ring and distracted Nia Jax as she was going for the Annihilator. And then Alexa Bliss rolls up Nia Jax. Yeah, it was a nice little match, bringing us back to their feud that they had a while in 2018, I believe. So yeah, Alexa Bliss wins. We also had MFTs. Yeah, I already said that. And yeah, that's about it. And this is what Cody said. Nice guys used to finish last, then I showed up. That was a freaking bar from Cody Rhodes. And yeah, then they ended up brawling, and then Drew McIntyre got the upper hand and put him through the table with a power bomb. And then we get into Saturday Night Main Event. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Cody Rhodes does a DDT on the belt when the ref is down, and boom, Cody Rhodes, Crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes yet again defeats Drew McIntyre. What are we freaking doing with Drew McIntyre, guys? Come on now. We need to do something with Drew McIntyre. Like, if they have a match, I want it to be a Hell in a Cell match, 3 stages of Hell match, not no holds barred match, something like, well, yeah, honestly, add a stipulation to it, like even a steel cage match, something. But honestly, a steel cage match could be decent. Like, he doesn't get pinned and Drew McIntyre walks out the door, or maybe Randy Orton helps Drew McIntyre win, because we need Randy Orton in this. I've been saying for 2 episodes straight, well, not maybe 2 episodes straight, maybe, yeah, or for sure 2 be at least straight, like in WrestleMania. I thought for sure they were gonna end the show with a huge, like, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre ending. I thought it was either gonna be a title change, which they were planning and didn't pull the trigger, or it was gonna be a Randy Orton heel turn on Cody Rhodes, whether after losing or, you know, like while the match is happening, turn on him there and then Drew McIntyre wins, or just after the match Cody wins and then RKO out of nowhere. And that was honestly, like, he wasn't supposed to turn on WrestleMania, but he was supposed to distract them and then eventually turn heel on them, and that hasn't happened yet. And yeah, that Randy, they need to pull that Randy Orton heel turn. Like, this whole year has been of things that they've been doing a lot of things wrong this year, to be honest. They've done a lot of good things, but like a lot of bad things happened. Like some of parts of the retirement tour weren't that great. This whole Randy Orton heel turn, it's been long overdue. Some theme songs that need to come back aren't coming back. Like, that's just mine. That's mine. But yeah, some, like, honestly, not squashing, but like not using your, like, making people lose, like Rusev, or like people losing their like Rusev for sure. Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura also won. Now Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor already said. Need to say it again for sure. Who else is losing a lot? Rusev. Like, Rusev didn't lose that much. I mean, granted, they didn't use him that much, I don't think so. But he had more wins for sure in AEW than he does right now, wins in WWE, I believe. But he's only been back for not even a year, I don't think so. To be fair to him, but if this ends up being him, with him being a IC champion in the future, I'm down for it. 'Cause I don't think he's won the title yet, but still, wish they would, like, and now talking about people losing Jey Uso, but still, like, a lot of people want to hate on Jey Uso. I freaking still love him. I mean, the yeets and all that shit, you know, not playing, but I love him. Wish, you know, like, a lot of things he could work on, but still, one of my favorites for sure. But yeah, and also LA Knight. Like, there's so many things, like, superstars they're using not correctly in my opinion, like, that should have gotten opportunities. But I feel I'm still, you know, I'm still focusing on the positive, and I still believe LA Knight will win a championship, a world title very soon in the next 2 years. Hopefully it doesn't take 2 years, but hopefully in the next year or so. So yeah, and Sami Zayn too deserves one. But yeah, and that was Cody versus Drew, and then now Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. Honestly, just Jade Cargill dominating the whole match, ends up power bombing Tiffany Stratton a lot of times, and then boom, Jade 1, 2, 3 dominates after working on her leg. Also dominates Tiffany Stratton, and I want to say it's a squash match at all. Just dominates, and now this is what we need. A heel Jade Cargill becomes WWE Women's Champion. That's what I needed. Let's freaking go, man. I love Jade Cargill ever since in AEW. Now debuted in WWE 2 years ago, I think, in Fastlane was it when she finally appeared. But finally debuting, freaking love it. And now 2 years later, after being with the company's champion, and she better have a long ass reign, and I think it will end up being Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42, and that's gonna be a freaking 5-star match in my opinion. And I'm gonna also do in the future, like in 2 weeks or maybe even less, WrestleMania 42 early predictions, and that for sure is gonna be one of the matches. And yeah, Jade Cargill finally becomes. It all just took for her to be heel, and that's all I needed, because heel Jade Cargill is one of the best. Let's freaking go. She's champion. Let's go. Next we had Dirty Dom get up the win, pick up the win against Penta and Rusev after the whole the accolade was on, and then Dirty Dom using the ring bell as, you know, bait, and then Rusev getting angry, and then yeah, and then I feel like I'm just saying and then but yeah, I was about to say and then again, okay, but I just said it, whatever. Penta hits, or tries to hit Drew McIntyre with the hammer, and then hits Rusev with it, and then Dirty Dom sends, what's it called, Penta into the ring post, and then 1, 2, 3 after a frog splash, 1, 2, 3, Dirty Dom retains the IC championship, pins again Rusev. But it was a fun match, nice triple threat match, and now we get into the main event. Jey Uso versus CM Punk, and this was a freaking banger. Not gonna lie, one of the best matches I've seen from CM Punk and CM Punk's run, for sure. And it was a banger match, like freaking freaking CM Punk nailed the freaking speed of Jey Uso, perfect, and it was almost a win. And then also GTS also from Jey Uso to Punk, and then at the end, 2 GTS get the job done. Back-to-back GTS get the job done. And CM Punk is finally a world champion again, not just for 5 minutes. Now is getting a full run, hopefully, with it. And hopefully he doesn't end up losing it until WrestleMania 42. Hopefully he's not like a short reign and ends up losing it at Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. Because I even think even at Royal Rumble is a short reign. But I really hope he walks into what I believe now is confirmed Chicago Elimination Chamber as champion and hosts his hometown and is champion walking into that and defends it against someone there. But yeah. And there we go, guys. That was Saturday main event. New champion in Jay Cargill and also World Heavyweight Champion crowned. CM Punk, the best in the world, has been main event Jay. So what a match by both of them. Let's go. You at least have to get Jay's respect from that match. Come on now. You may not like him, but you have to respect him from that match. Anyways, now we get into Raw. We start with CM Punk, thanking everyone, the fans, his lovely wife, for winning the championship that everyone has been on his side, and he takes everyone, and then out, like he says, I want to be a fighting champion, I want to face like the Sheamus, I want to face AJ Styles, he's one that deserves it. He wants to face even JD McDonough, which at his worst, like if CM Punk's at his worst time and he's at his best, this title could go away. He wants to face like even the John Cena. He's like, John Cena, if you want some, come get some. Like if you want the 18-time champion, they're teasing us a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But imagine, that would be amazing. 18-time championship. Oh my gosh, champion. I mean, that would be amazing. But I honestly don't think it's happening. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't think it's happening because I don't think CM Punk's in the tournament. He could still be. If he is, then maybe that's a possibility. But I don't think as of right now, I don't think he will be. But we'll see what happens. And then out was like, whoever wants him, come get some. And then out of nowhere comes who expected it? Logan Paul. Logan Paul comes out. I'm counting next, and CM Punk saying, no, I take back what I said. Anyone but you. And then Logan just starts, just dissing the New Mexico and whatever. And then out comes the Vision. Says, like, sir, get back in the line, talking to Logan Paul. And yeah, they start to get into a brawl, and then Braun Breaker he pushes Logan Paul, and then they start getting into the ring. They attack CM Punk, and Logan Paul actually goes back into the ring, turns face for 2 hours, not even 2 hours, I don't think. And yeah, at that part, let's get into that part. He basically saves Punk, and then just gets ass whooped, and Tsunami, boom. And then, yeah, that sets up for the main event later. But yeah, after that we got Ilya Dragunov. What the freak am I going? Stephanie McIntyre, Nikki Bella versus Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez, with another huge win by Roxanne picking up the win against Nikki Bella. Yet somehow it's Raquel getting the world title match next week. I'm down for like Stephanie versus Raquel. But this was really for Stephanie versus Roxanne in the future at a PLE, hopefully, because that's a huge PLE match. But yeah, if Raquel wins, that would honestly be shocker of the freaking decade, in my opinion. And you never know, could happen, but that would be shocker of the decade for me. Not saying that Raquel's bad, I'm just like, she's for sure world championship material, but like, not currently booked as that, but yeah. Next up, so yeah, Nikki Bella gets another L after the Pop Rocks, and yeah. And then like a few segments later, like Nikki Bella's downing herself, Stephanie's like, no, and then you're still the GOAT. You're the one of that paved the way for females, and you're one of the best. And yeah, and then she says thank you and all that. And then as Stephanie's leaving, she makes a little like face. I don't know. So maybe Nikki Bella's gonna turn on Stephanie McIntyre soon, and then maybe she'll get a world title match. If Nikki Bella ends up winning, that would be kind of surprising. Not gonna lie. So, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, just wanted to add that there. We also had this freaking segment. One of the segments of the year with Rey Mysterio and Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom coming out celebrating by himself, No Judgment Day, which they said in backstage segment. And then Roxanne Perez. We're starting a little teasers with the Roxanne Perez and Dirty Dom. Maybe just them talking was a little teaser for me. I don't know what's gonna happen. Then Liv in the background with the photo. But anyways, Dirty Dom saying he's the greatest AAA champion. He's the greatest Mysterio of all time. He's the greatest luchador of all time. He's the king of the luchadors. He's the greatest IC champion of all time. And then out comes Rey Mysterio, basically Rey Mysterio saying, you think you're better than El Santo, you think you're better than Blue Demon, you think you're better than the late great Eddie Guerrero, Viva la Raza, love you. And he says, Dirty Dom says, you keep my father's name out your mouth. And oh my gosh, not gonna lie, if I do later, like those awards, like the award shows, whatever, for funniest of the year, I think that has one of the, or lines of the year even, I think that's for sure a winner. For sure, that's one contender for sure, nominee, whatever. That was freaking crazy. Like, freaking chuckled for literally like 2 minutes straight after that. Like, oh my freaking god, like, keep my father's name off your mouth to literally his father. I don't even know, but hey, love Rediger. And then Dirty Slam said, yes, I am better than all of those three you mentioned. I'm the greatest Mysterio. And then Rey Mysterio said, as long as I'm around, you're not the greatest Mysterio. As long as I'm around, you're not. This is not your ring, and as long as I'm not around, you'll never be the greatest Mysterio. What else did he say? As long as I'm not around, you'll never be the best luchador. I think I wrote it down here. But yeah, that was crazy for keep my mother's name off your mouth. That was crazy. You'll never be the greatest Mysterio. You'll never be the king of the luchadors. Basically what he said. So yeah. And then they start brawling. 619 to Dirty Dom. He tries to go for a splash. So I don't know if we're going to get father versus son at San Diego, California, where they're obviously both from. I did want to see Dirty Dom versus John Cena for the IC title. We still could technically see it at a Raw, and we just get Ray versus Dom one-on-one. Like, they could do that, like, at Boston maybe, or even at New York, Madison Square Garden. We get John Cena versus Dirty Dom. He fights in his final Raw for the IC title. Rey Mysterio helps out John Cena. That's, you know, a little history. Like, Rey Mysterio helps out John Cena. That's how you'll, I guess, get them on TV for a little while. And yeah, maybe even John Cena does a 619 in New York, in Madison Square Garden, wins the title, and defends it maybe as an open challenge at Survivor Series, or maybe like a Carmelo Hayes wins it. I mean, not wins it, but, you know, challenges for it, and then whoever wins the tournament faces John Cena in his final match. I think I cooked there, so hopefully, or maybe they just do it like at Survivor Series, how I'm expecting, but that's not a bad idea. Do it at Raw. John Cena versus Drew McIntyre. Dirty Dom for the IC title. Ray helps John Cena win. They get a little history there. They help get out or something. And then Ray versus Dom. One last time maybe at Survivor Series. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. And then talking about the last time, that's now the tournament. The first matches are now here. Why am I saying Drew McIntyre? Drew McIntyre needs to push, that's why. Damian Priest versus Russo Bizzo. That's going to be a freaking banger. That's going to be a freaking crazy, big, meat, freaking brawling fight. And talking about banger, Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now that sounds like a freaking classic. I really hope they use this match as, you know, like, I know Shinsuke Nakamura still has it, but like just making us believe like he still actually has it, because I know Shinsuke Nakamura could go and could pull out a 5-star classic any day of the week. So hopefully this is actually a banger, and I think it will be. Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura is another match. Those two matches, and then the matches will be announced later in SmackDown. But I'm surprised Ava's not going to announce any matches, so I don't know what's going to happen. And also, when are they going to announce some people that are not in the WWE? Like they said, obviously I'm talking about probably TNA, but if there's someone, like at least one person out of TNA that's and someone else, I'll be freaking surprised. But we'll see what happens with the last time it's now tournament. So those are the two matches, and quick predictions. I'm going to go with Rusev for sure. Has a lot more history than Damian Priest does. He only had like 1 or 2 encounters with John Cena with the whole Judgment Day thing. Which honestly led nowhere in 2023. They just, I don't know. But wait, did they have a match? No, I don't think they did. Did they? Maybe they did. I don't know, but and then I'm gonna go with Sheamus for sure. It has more history than Shinsuke Nakamura, even though Shinsuke has only. I don't think John Cena has beaten Shinsuke at all. Shinsuke Nakamura, when he was very high in 2017, beat John Cena at SmackDown. Ever since that, I don't think they fought in. But yeah, but Sheamus has to win that one. Has more history, and I do see Sheamus being like. I do like the idea of like some people are saying like Sheamus could win the whole tournament, but a little ring general isn't here. So my prediction of who's gonna win the whole tournament of the last times now, it has to be Gunther. Like that was my answer before this whole tournament was even a thing, and it was either Gunther or you think you know me, but that's not gonna happen. If it does happen, I'm gonna lose my absolute mind. That would be one of the greatest returns ever. Like out of the it's not better than the AJ Lee or Shane Punk return, but like it might be better than his Royal Rumble return. I don't know, maybe not, but I don't know what's gonna happen or break the wall. I don't know. I'm just getting excited, getting the goosebumps. But yeah, and. Yeah, that's the opponents for the first round. And then we'll get more. And then Kabuki's Warriors versus Lyra Valkyria. The Kabuki's Warriors end up winning. After Lyra accidentally throws off Becky Bailey. Off the ring. Also, we had a Becky promo just dissing Maxine Dupree. Saying she's the best in the world. Not only me saying that, Sports Illustrated saying, Bleacher Report and just doing her thing. And yeah. Hopefully we get the NAJ Lee return soon to... And she also had to shut her up by freaking love Becky, so not shut up respectfully, actually. But anyways, Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, she had a stare face down with the one and only Oscar. So this is for sure leading to War Games. So I do think Becky will be the leader of War Games. I'm guessing. So is AJ Lee gonna be in War Games? I have no idea. But if she is, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I thought it was just gonna be AJ Lee versus Becky at Survivor Series War Games. But if she's in the actual War Games, I don't know. But maybe it's just Rio who's gonna come and save the day. We'll see what happens. But yeah, after the Kabuki's Warriors won, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair came out the ring to help them. So as of right now, I'm guessing the teams are Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Lyra, and Bailey, or maybe Bailey who's the one that joins the heel side. Let's just say it's Bailey 4, and then AJ Lee, that's 5. But if we take Bailey out, that's 3, and then Rhea and Io Sky, that's 5, and then we have the Kabuki Warriors, maybe Bailey, Becky, maybe. But now I don't think Becky. But why did she have that face off with Asuka? So, and then without Bailey, so Becky, and then 2 more. Who's also feuding with the Kabuki Warriors? Roxanne and Raquel. I think that's the but no, they're feuding with Stephanie and Nikki. I don't know, but there's for sure. I think the Kabuki Warriors and Becky are gonna be in the team, and then the other side, for sure, I think will be Bailey, Lyra, and what else could be? Who's the other person? Bailey, Lyra, and AJ Lee. Hopefully it's AJ Lee. But yeah, and yeah, for the men's side, I'm pretty sure it's now the Vision, and now after that final segment, before that, the World Titles match. That was another great match. I honestly thought they were going to lose it. AJ Lee was going to lose the titles, but no, AJ Lee have retained the World Titles in a pretty good match. Was not as good as the first match, but it was pretty decent, almost like in the length of it. Sheamus also coming out for Shillelagh, but being Dirty Dom Mysterio. So is that a little hint that we're getting Sheamus versus Dirty Dom for the IC title in the future? I really hope that's where they're going. And finally, Sheamus wins his Grand Slam. That's another one that needs to win a Grand Slam other than John Cena. Sheamus, because Sheamus deserves it as well. But yeah, but come on, John Cena first. Come on now. But yeah, a little tired, guys. I've been filming a lot today, but and it's barely like 10 a.m. So yeah, gonna for sure take a little nap. But anyways, now we get to the main event. CM Punk and Jey Uso versus the Bronze. Ends up in a no 10 count out, and then they just start beating all over, and then out comes Logan Paul, the savior, the hero we thought he was gonna be, and then 1, 2, 3, boom, knocks him out with the brass knuckles. Ends the show with Logan Paul giving the brass knuckles to Paul Heyman, the wise man. What the freak? The biggest face turn into another heel turn. Like, I wouldn't even call it a face turn. He just helped out CM Punk. Also, we thought, and then boom, heel turn. So I don't know. I don't even know if we would count it as a face turn, but he did help out. He did get a pop, to be fair, so I don't know, but he just F you, Logan Chance. That's how we probably should have predicted the show would have ended, and that's how it ended. So yeah, so I'm guessing now Logan Paul has joined the Vision. So for sure the team for the War Games are Logan Paul, the Vision, which is Braun and Bronson, and now Brock Lesnar. I'm assuming will be like the leader, I guess. But who's the 5th member, or is it gonna be 4-on-4? I'm like they've done 5-on-5 the whole time, so I'm guessing there has to be one more. So is it gonna be Austin Theory returning one of these weeks? Because they have to return in one of these weeks. Like Madison Square Garden is gonna be a huge show, so I believe that's when they're all gonna come back together. But I think the OTC for sure will either return in Boston or for sure in Madison Square Garden. One of those two to become the leader, along with CM Punk and Jey Uso, and then Jimmy Uso probably will show up, and then the 5th person will be either probably LA Knight or I don't even know who else it could be. Probably LA Knight. And yeah, we'll have some story with Roman and Punk, and obviously the whole bloodline thing with Jimmy and Roman, and just LA Knight, just trying to fit into the storyline just to get more closer to the world title. And yeah, maybe we could end up Survivor Series with Jey Uso turning heel. We need to end Survivor Series War Games, the final PLE of the year, with something big. Obviously, the final thing will be John Cena's retirement tour, which I can't believe we're 1 month away almost. Oh my gosh. We're literally 1 month, like 1 month technically, but not 1 month to the date. But still, 1 month, December, awaits for John Cena's final match. And the last time is now, and I'm saying Gunther's going to win it all, unless a Rated R Superstar returns, but I want it to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to go with Gunther to end John Cena's career. But yeah, and yeah, that was Talking Wrestling, guys. And yeah, they need to pull off triggers before 2025 ends, like with Randy Orton turning heel, maybe Randy Orton taking the title off of Cody, and yeah, some more returns maybe. But yeah, guys, this was Talking Wrestling, guys. I'm gonna go take a nap. But yeah, I think I covered through everything. I don't think I missed anything. But yeah, I think the highlight of the week for sure was He My Father's Name Aftermath. That was freaking iconic. Freaking love Dirty Dom. So yeah. And we'll see what happens in the next upcoming weeks. Hopefully an OTC return next week in the podcast. I'm saying the OTC has returned. But we'll see what happens, guys. War games. We're starting up War games now. We have Division and Logan Paul now. We'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks leading up to War Games. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, don't forget to yeet that like button, yeet that subscribe button, and turn the notifications on. Thanks for watching, guys. This was Talking Wrestling, episode 29. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to watch my other videos of Stranger Things. Love that show. Go watch them, please. But I don't know when this video is going to come out, so if I haven't uploaded, then go watch it after this video, but go watch it before. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.